Hello and welcome back to Second Take Movies, a podcast where we give movies a second look, second chance, second take, if you will. I'm your host, Preston Jenkinson, and joining me, as always, is my co-host, Jake Twido.
Boo! Whoa, yeah, what's up?
Boo!
I have really been trying hard to not recreate the one from a couple weeks ago again. Now it's stuck in my head of don't have a bad introduction.
Ah,
Yeah. Yeah, gunshots.
gunshot.
Gunshots.
Bruh, bruh, bruh.
Pulling these guns out my legs like RoboCop.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, back at it again with the old RoboCop.
Yeah, this time with 2014's RoboCop, played by Joel Kinnaman. I like it. I don't think it's terrible.
It was a good movie.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of the same how I feel about the Total Recall remake.
It at least did something different
Yeah.
than the original movie.
Yeah, they definitely improved the actual story.
Mm-hmm.
It's a better movie. It is a better movie. Do I like it more? Heck no.
No.
Yeah. What's give the synopsis. I mean, it's about the same synopsis, but it is different.
Kinda. In 2028 Detroit, when Alex Murphy, a loving
4 years, by the way.
4 more years, yeah, we're only 4 years away from this. In 2028, when Alex Murphy, a loving husband, father, and good cop, is critically injured in the line of duty, the multinational conglomerate Omnicorp sees their chance for a part man, part robot police officer.
I saw a real. Whoa, my mic's dripping. Cool. I saw a real life cop the other day wearing an Omnicorp hat.
Well, that sucks.
I laughed my tail off, and I was like, "Dude, is that RoboCop?" And he went, "I love that movie, dude." It's like, sick. You ever shot a guy's penis off? And he went, "No."
You ever shoot a guy's dick off?
Blow it off, baby.
The positive review from Total Film, taking the original and successfully transplanting it into an ambitious new world, Jose Padilla's English language debut is an exciting, pacey, and thoughtful sci-fi actioner.
Yeah. I mean, they definitely did take the foundations.
Some of this was based off of the original script that was written for RoboCop.
That's what I thought. I thought a lot of this was the real OG coming from it.
And then Paul Verhoeven took it and made it like a satire of the future.
They definitely made this an action movie.
Oh yeah,
that's sure. Like,
yeah.
I don't think the one before is an action movie. This one,
the one from '87 is definitely an action movie, dude.
Yeah, I guess there's like air quote the action.
Yeah,
I'm weird. There's a lot more comedy to me.
Well, yeah.
No, there's sick action in it. Yeah, you're right.
Peter
Shoot a guy's wiener off. It's awesome.
Peter Bradshaw from The Guardian says a deafening, boring action pileup that is more Call of Duty than RoboCop.
I do see that too. I mean, it is a lot more just bang bang shoot 'em up.
Yeah,
but again, the story's a better story.
Yes, I feel.
Yeah, definitely a better story. Do I like it more again?
Mm-hmm.
No, but that's just because I hate garbage '80s movies. I mean, honestly, that's my whole gripe is the campiness is gone. It's just like rad.
Yeah.
So
this one begins with what looked like took Sam Jackson a week to shoot in front of a green screen. All those scenes.
Dude, I started this thing and went, is this the right movie? About 5 times I had to like double check myself. Yeah, Sam Jackson, boy, where was he on the call sheet? He's number 1, 2, 3. He's 4.
Yeah.
He's number 4 on the poster. Yeah, he did this in a week and made millions.
Yeah. Currently, Omnicorp has a bunch of Ed 209s and this time they've added humanoid drones called EM 211s, I think. And
I think that's right.
This is kind of also a commentary on the war in Iraq and house-to-house searches, stuff like that.
Yep.
Omnicorp currently has these robots doing house to house searches and scanning citizens, and Sam Jackson plays a Tucker Carlson type guy, and has a film crew out there that's reporting on this, and eventually a little kid has the idea to try to go and attack one of these drones. Well, I think some other guys like try to bomb it,
Yeah,
and
they're trying to prove a point. They're kind of kamikazing of,
yeah, and
do we want the cameras to see us die?
yeah,
That this thing killed us.
and then the little kid runs out there with a knife, and then one of those Ed 209s just like blasts him away.
Stupid kid. It was awesome. Good job. The robot worked.
Yeah. Uh, so basically, the whole what do you call it?
Premises.
Conflict of this story is Omnicorp wants to get a bill passed so that these drones can work with police in America, but America is scared of it, rightfully. And of course, Omnicorp wants to make money. And in this movie, the CEO of Omnicorp, played by Michael Keaton.
I didn't. I knew nothing about this movie. I knew Joel Kinnaman was in it. Who I really like him.
Yeah, he's really good.
Great. I mean, like I don't think I've seen him in anything where he's been bad.
Yeah. Like Suicide Squad and Altered Carbon and
Altered Carbon is way up there for me, man. That season at least.
That first season is really good.
Oh my god, it was so tight, especially if you've played Cyberpunk.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, it's fantastic.
You should read the book as well.
Oh, there's a book?
It's based on a book, yeah.
I didn't know that. Yeah. Well, I'm gonna be stuck on a plane tomorrow. I might
there you go.
buy that.
Well, it might be on Spotify, the audiobook.
Yeah, well, I hate to skip ahead to what I've been playing, but there's a game available on consoles and the phone called Balatro. It's a card game. It's my life now. So yeah, he was the only person who I didn't know Sammy J was in this.
Yeah,
I had
no
idea.
You got your Sam Jackson, your
Michael Keaton showed up, and I went, no,
Michael
crap.
Keaton, and then Gary Oldman, Michael K. Williams.
This is and Jay Baruchel.
Jay Baruchel.
I'm not Jewish. I can't do his name.
It's Jay Baruchel.
Hey, you know what? Sorry, not to distract. Again, if you've listened to this podcast, you understand, especially if I detour us, I hate this. I don't hate this, but did you catch the How to Train a Dragon trailer?
I did.
What, do you have any thoughts?
I don't care one way or the other about How to Train Your Dragon.
I don't think either, but I tell you what, that dragon looked like the cartoon, but it made it look real. I don't know. They're going to be fun.
I haven't seen the original, so
it's good. I like the soundtrack, but my whole point was we're entering into this really stupid time period of remakes, though, where like Lilo and Stitch is going to have a live action.
Yeah.
All these animated animals look the same. Just
well, basically all they did with Stitch was like make him and then cover him with fur.
Yes, it's Detective Pikachu.
Which that's a good movie.
Love it.
I love the design of all the Pokemon in that.
Hey, look. Hey, you can clip if you want to, but I'm gonna tell you straight up, I'm a Pokemon fan. I'm trying to figure out how to download. Well, I'm gonna get in trouble for saying this, but get some emulators. I'm gonna be playing some Pokemon. I want to play the old ones, but
yeah,
let me reel it back in.
Back in.
Michael Keaton is a daggum dirty dude. Go figure.
Yeah.
It's perfect.
Well, I don't know if he's. To me, he's not as like mustache twirly as the CEO guys in the previous movie.
No. He wants to find the angle. That's it.
To me, Keaton get in his performance, like it makes me feel like he actually believes these robots will help America be safer. Like,
yeah.
I feel like he believes that.
Yeah, I do too.
And it's not just like, ooh, I'm gonna get this money. I mean, the money is a part of it, but it's like not totally, ooh, I want this money, so let's get these robots
Yep.
out there. After this,
Yep.
we are introduced to our protagonist of the film, Alex Murphy, who is a police officer. We get more of Alex Murphy as a cop in this,
Kind of crazy.
and
Like
him and Lewis have more of a relationship and partnership.
you get actual character building.
Mm-hmm.
I think your RoboCop versus normals pretty 50-50 almost even.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
his family stays involved in the whole movie.
Mm-hmm.
So
that to me, that was storytelling wise, this movie was a lot better than
yeah.
the one from the 80s.
You meet what's his partner's name? I'm sorry, you said it
It's just
now.
Lewis. It's just like a gender
Just
swap
Lewis.
Lewis.
So Lewis gets gunned down. Murphy screws up.
Because there's dirty cops in the force.
Them dirty boys. So there's a mob guy after them, essentially, which does lead us to Alex Murphy gets blown up at his house.
He does.
But again, like we just said, it's kind of crazy. Original RoboCop, nothing about his family except for flashbacks.
Yeah.
They're involved in this one.
Yeah, there's a few flashbacks, but this one he just doesn't know who killed him. I mean, he has an idea of who killed him, but
well, it really threw me for a loop because I thought they killed his partner.
No, he just got shot really bad.
Lewis was dead.
No, he's just in the hospital.
Like, oh, who's gonna be RoboCop?
Yeah.
Again, okay, cat out of the bag, guys. I've seen the poster. I know it's a white RoboCop, so I knew Lewis wasn't going to be him.
It's
but I also thought, oh shoot, they're both going to be RoboCops. This is going to be great.
It's his name is Alex Murphy. He's going to be RoboCop.
Yeah. Nowadays we'd switch that up. I do want to go ahead. At this exact point, I went, who else was supposed to play Alex Murphy? And that was Michael Fassbender.
Yep.
Matthias Schoenertz.
Okay.
It's the guy from I'm trying to think like what popular. I've seen him in random small crap. He's in Red Sparrow.
Okay, so he's a Russian.
No, he's nobody. Russell Crowe. Yeah.
Was Russell Crowe fat at this point?
Yeah.
Yeah, that would have been bad.
Yeah, that's why. Matthias Schoenertz, whatever his name is.
Mm-hmm.
I think he had it, and he said, "I'm not prepared for a big movie like this. I don't think this is right." So good on him. Like, perfect. You didn't think you could handle it?
Yeah.
That'd have been very interesting.
I'll have to look him up. I don't know who that. I don't know who that is.
You probably wouldn't. Raymond Sellers as well. Hugh Laurie was supposed to be him.
Okay.
There's an issue. Then Clive Owen was the next in line, and then Michael Keaton came. So,
okay.
Now that my useless trivia is out the way, yeah, Alex Murphy gets blown the heck up at his house.
Sure does.
And you go through some crazy scenes of people talking his wife into letting them use him as a candidate for the program,
because the way they're going to circumvent the new law or get a robot on the street is to put a man inside of a robot. And so they've been looking for like amputees and different officers that have been injured. But at this point, we've met Gary Oldman's character, who is a scientist who is like on the philanthropic side of Omnicorp, and he's building robot arms and legs for amputees.
I just realized the guy that's the gang lord that does all this, Maddox, right?
Yeah.
Is that the guy that's in Watchmen playing Rorschach? Wow.
No, Rorschach. that Jackie Earl Haley is in this movie. He plays the douchebag security guy who trains RoboCop with his drones.
Yes. Okay.
That's Rorschach.
Sorry. Thank you. Thank you. Sorry, I'm mixing crap up, but yeah, that is their workaround. Is we're gonna put a human in here, but it's hilarious. Like I can't figure out the doctor's drive because like skipping ahead, but he pretty much removes the human element from him right
Well,
away.
yeah, yeah, yeah. But like,
Yeah.
that's the I have a eh. The one of the best scenes to me, which is like it's kind of a horrific scene. Like he wakes up in as RoboCop, and he's moving his arms and legs, and he's like, "Get me out of this suit! Get me out of this suit!" And they show him like, and it's kind of a horrific scene where he's just a head, a couple organs, and a hand.
And his brain's not real.
Yeah.
So what's in the head even's not right.
Give him his dick. We talked about shooting dicks off earlier.
No, but this is a film series of wieners getting blown off.
Give him his. Come on. Give him his dick.
I don't know, dude. I see you make his wiener a gun. Can you imagine? Pew pew.
Pew pew.
Yeah.
Oh
we
man.
Just make children sick.
Yeah. So he tries to escape the facility, and then they have to. He has the freak out moment. Like that's what I liked about this movie is like they didn't wipe away his identity in the beginning.
Yeah. Yeah, and I was prepped for that to have actually happened. Was all that in China?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they were doing that in China.
I didn't know if that was like they're on a China business area or if
Yeah.
that wasn't China, but okay.
And so they're testing his reaction times and situations, and so they make a quick little programming change to like when Alex goes into combat, that the computer takes over, the robot takes over, and it makes him think that he's doing what he's doing.
I do love they also explain like if your body feels like you're in trouble or you feel like you're going into a combat situation, the visor drops.
Mm-hmm.
Like I liked the explanation or just the thought of like, oh, and that makes sense more like, oh, it's going to take over for you.
Yeah.
When the visor drops, dude, you're in later.
And I like the design is because it's like an updated design of RoboCop. I do not like the all black.
No, I don't either. I love at the end. It's back to the normal.
It's Christopher Nolan's Batman suit, but RoboCop.
I think it was an intentional mock because like he goes all black, and then they take away his humanness. His right
before they premiere him to the people of Detroit,
yeah.
they upload, for some reason they decide let's put the entire database of New York City's criminal files.
Why would you do this right before
into RoboCop?
I'm sorry, man. I hate to bring in my real life, but like, why would you introduce so many variables right before release?
It's like updating your computer before a presentation.
Yeah,
you don't do it,
and then or like refreshing a database, and you're about to present reports, but you're not gonna have time to look at the reports.
Yeah,
yeah. But don't worry, their fix is
because he starts to freak out as one would by having every crime uploaded into their brain.
And I guess before this too, you touched on like the body separation piece is pretty wild, but he's ticked. He doesn't want this. He's flat out like, kill me.
Yeah,
he's like, I don't agree with this. I'm telling you, like, this is my body.
He eventually kind of warms up to it, but he's like initially like, get me out of this. Kill me.
And he has interactions with his wife and child later.
Yes. Yeah.
Where he's still him. You know,
it's like the night before they premiere him, basically.
Yeah, but that's where we upload this stuff. He sees his own death and goes into trying solving it right away, and it overloads him. So they drop his dopamine.
So
right? Okay.
And that gets us to the emotionless RoboCop that we see. And he arrests a guy that's at the rally. Like, there's a hardened criminal that's at the rally.
That's the funniest thing in the world. He does that, and it's like, Look how effective he is. Behind the guy he arrested is 2 policemen. They had no idea murderers here. RoboCop did.
Well, yeah, they don't have instant access to the fucking database. Like,
Yeah.
they don't have facial recognition in their eyeball.
No, they don't know nothing.
Jeez.
But he goes on a spree of reducing crime.
Yes, he does.
And he's met with Lewis. Sorry, before the
Yeah.
dopamine.
Yeah.
Like, I'm gonna figure out who did this. We're gonna bring down.
We're gonna take down Valen.
Yeah. But yeah, he abandons that. He cares about crime.
Yeah, he's solving. Probably doing a worse job, I would say. Again, like, he's just tasing everybody.
Yeah, that's where I was confused. Some like the other RoboCop, he just shoots them. He kills them. They're dead.
I think. Well, this one.
It's not R.
From what I read about behind the scenes, it was originally intended to be rated R, but then the budget kind of got out of control, and so I think that's where a lot of the taser stuff came in with the gun.
Yeah,
because then you could edit around that.
But he flat out is like tasing people, going to the next crime. Like, who's picking these people up? Is anybody? Is anyone doing anything?
Probably.
Like,
They probably got a meat wagon somewhere.
oh yeah, get on their paddy wag.
But then one day his wife is like pissed because
she's flamed up, bud.
That's not my husband, and my son can't go to school. And then she stops him in the street one day and is like, "Hey, you're fucking up. Like,
yeah, this dude is not him.
Your son is scared to go to school." And then he starts pulling up footage of his son at school, security camera footage, and starts to go and solve his own murder, which is awesome. And then he has the Batman Arkham vision.
Yeah, it's so tight. I was curious, like, is this a remake? What is this? Apparently, this was supposed to be a sequel, but it's a prequel. It's a remake. I don't know. Some people have a lot of conspiracy theories of like, it's set 15 years before the original.
No, it's a remake.
I'm just trying to let you know how dumb people on the internet are. That's all.
They never even gave a year in the original RoboCop.
Yeah, they did. It's 20. I can't do math, dude. Whatever. It's 15 years after 2028.
I don't remember when the original RoboCop take place. I just knew it was some point in the future.
I care about his dates. I don't care about movies. Just give me your dates. I do want to point out, like, this is set in Detroit. It's 100% filmed in Toronto.
You know, sometimes
CN Tower is visible in almost every shot.
Sometimes you gotta shoot your movie in Canada because it's cheaper.
Hey, well, I heard Detroit's building a big tower, and in 4 years it's actually gonna be up. So
you can't shoot everything where it's supposed to be.
Yeah, because you get stabbed. Welcome to Detroit.
It's true.
Steal your gear.
So yeah, he solves his own murder and has a big old shoot 'em up with Antoine Valen. I don't know why they thought, because he finds out where their warehouse is with all their guns and everything, and then they decide to cut the power and put. You don't think the robot has thermal imaging?
I love the stupidity of that. I mean, it was hilarious. Like, put on your goggles.
Yeah, and I do like that he has more movement in this movie.
Yeah, he's not as much of a robot.
Yeah, he's not just walking through there just like a tank. He's more agile.
Yeah, 100%. Well, Peter Weller's a better actor. You know, he's a more believable robot.
But even Joel Kinnaman, like, his stride was different when they took away all that dopamine and took all his emotions away. Like, his stride was different. Like, the way he walked was different. So he made some good choices with that.
If that was like VFX, it's not. I mean, it's just he
I think the suit was kind of practical.
Yeah,
for the most part.
I think the moving pieces were VFX, but everything else was
Yeah.
fully there.
So he shoots up those people and then goes to confront the two dirty cops at the police station and gets his buddy to come with him.
And Lewis pops up. Oh, I'm gonna shoot you too.
Yeah, he shoots one guy in the arm, I guess.
Yeah.
And then tases the other guy. And oh, wouldn't you know it, it's the captain, the mean old captain. She was on the take from the start. She told him where to plant. She told Antoine where to plant the bomb. Where the guy was in the hospital, all that stuff.
But hey, before he can do anything, he's shut down.
And he gets shut down by Jackie Earl Haley.
Freaking Rorschach.
This is why you don't let a private company run the police. Which in this movie they're not really run by the police. They're just like providing RoboCop.
Yeah. Infiltrating the police.
Yeah. And the end is where it kind of goes off the rails for me, I think.
Oh, well, I'm going to be honest with you, man. The end of this, I was falling asleep during it.
Uh-huh.
I watched it 3 times. I fell asleep at 3 different times. So it's all just like a crazy dream.
Gotcha.
I saw some weird stuff in my brain, dude. I don't even want to talk to you about it.
Well, in this one, he fights 3 Ed 209s.
Yeah.
It's a pretty decent fight in the Omnicorp building.
Yeah, that was tight.
Yeah, and he loses an arm in it as well, and he looks way like something they could do in 2014, but not in 1987. He looks way more beat up. He's got holes in his chest.
That's a homage to the original of losing your human arm.
Yeah. I think he shoots it off.
Yeah,
because it gets pinned.
No penis shots. We got an arm
penis shot. We get arm shot though. And then that Jackie Earl Haley, he taunts him in the thing because he's got a red asset armband on, and he can't kill him. But Lewis shoots him, and his family, his wife went to confront the Michael Keaton.
Yeah,
and he tells her that he had a psychotic break, he's dead now, and then he spins it to like, oh well, the robot part of him is alive, your husband is dead, and then he comes up on the roof, and to all of a sudden have Michael Keaton threaten a family with a gun, to me as the villain is
crazy.
Like, you didn't have an ending for this, did you?
No, I feel like they ran out of money. They're
yeah.
Like, oh, okay, we'll let him do this, but hey, he can't shoot him because he's programmed not to kill Celdos.
Yeah. And
or arrest him, not kill him.
Yeah, and he fights his programming long enough to get a shot off, and it's just like a dud of an ending. Just
yeah, it fizzles, man. I mean, I know I love the ending of the last movie of what's your name? RoboCop. Titles go. This kind of ends, but not like stupid like that. It's just like, oh, all right, okay, well,
yeah,
that's fun.
Because they leave there, and a month or two later, I don't know. He's got the original paint job, and he's getting plugged in at the police station, and he's ready for more adventures. Except this movie didn't make money, so he's not gonna get a sequel.
They made profit, man. That's what's crazy. Like 130 million budget, 242 box office.
Yeah, but any budget you have to add like 2 or 3 times the budget for marketing. So
I was gonna say, I think the marketing was pretty wild.
Yeah,
which I don't know why. I don't know.
You have to multiply the budget by 3 when it's like a big movie like this for marketing.
Yeah,
which I think
like a 7-1 for me on this.
Yeah, it's a 7.5. It's not terrible. It's watchable. It's serviceable.
No, I enjoyed it. It's not this, but I'm gonna classify it as it's just dumb action. Some of Oh yeah, this is rad.
Yeah, you're not gonna. It's not like the silly, entertaining, crazy psycho fun ride that the original was.
Yeah, you don't have the toxic Avenger showing up, and
Yeah. These are two very different movies.
they 100% are.
Yeah. But
I'd recommend a watch though.
yeah,
I think it's
I
worth.
think you should watch it. It's pretty good. Great cast is great.
Yeah, it's a stat cast, man. I still can't believe like Kinnaman, Oldman, Keaton, Jackson,
Yeah.
and you've got other supporting people. But like right there, those four is like, whoa, that's
Y'all spent
someone
some
gets involved.
some money on the budget there, didn't you?
Yeah, that's about 100 million of the budget.
Yeah. So we move on to what we watching, what we playing, what we reading, what we doing.
Besides that game I've already mentioned, watching White Collar
Ooh.
again. I've seen it before. It's just a nice like chill watch. Short episodes, so that's cool. I saw Gladiator 2.
Oh
Both of
yeah.
us have now. Loved it.
I liked it.
I was a fan. I thought it was going to be trash, honestly, and it was good. It's enjoyable.
I've,
I'm,
I've seen reviews that go, both ways. Like
yeah.
it's good or it's like it stumbles, and I'm like, it's a watchable movie to me. It was.
Dude, y'all had sharks in a daggum lake inside of a field.
Yeah.
I was down.
Yeah.
Yeah. The only thing I'm trying to figure out is Joaquin Phoenix more creepy than the twins? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what I think too. But highly recommend it, man. I was very surprised. I'm happy I didn't look anything up. I'm happy I didn't know anything about it really. Just
I do feel like they let the movie down with revealing in the marketing that he was Lucius.
never should have done that. I knew that. That's one thing I did know.
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, how? I wanted to know how he was.
Yeah, that was my whole thing going into it. I was like, okay, how are you going to explain this?
The whole time, like, he's giving poems and saying stuff. And it's like, how do you know this? And I'm like, oh, it's because he's Lucius.
That should have been like a slow reveal throughout the whole movie.
Yeah, and instead, the secret they kept was, oh yeah, Denzel Washington's a crazy man.
Yeah, which
we can all see that from a mile away from this.
We saw that coming.
Yeah, I don't know, bad marketing, but not.
Yeah,
that's a marketing problem. No one at the film.
I've decided that I'm going to see Craven in the theater.
I haven't watched the 8 minutes. I think I'm going to go see it too. So, I saw the best trailer I've ever seen in my life this week, though. Snow White.
Oh.
No, it's not. That's pure sarcasm.
It's hilarious to me that there's grown men on the internet upset about that movie.
Everything about that movie is hilarious. Just
like
people angry. The movie itself is ridiculous. It's like all around.
I have no opinion one way or the other about it. I was not gonna see it.
I'm not going to. The only thing I'll say. Well, I don't know. This isn't a hill. It's not a hill I'm going to die on. But why would you not hire short people?
Yeah, that was my thing.
That does. I don't know. That bothers me a lot.
Well, I think because a lot of people got upset. Again, the crazy grown men on the internet. There was going to be like different gendered people. Like they were going to be actual people, and they weren't going to look like the dwarves.
Yeah.
There's like a set photo of like her and those people. And like I think some of them weren't even like short or anything, but it's like you could have saved so much money on CGI
and look better because it doesn't look good
if you just hired little people.
That's kind of how I feel about the Willy Wonka, the Wonka movie.
Yeah.
I mean,
I mean, you don't see him get the Oompa Loompas in that. It's just Hugh Laurie. No,
yeah.
Hugh
Grant.
Hugh Grant.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like if we're trying to be inclusive, it's like a role where that is exactly what you need. Why wouldn't you?
I think you could find 7 little people actors.
Yeah. Phenomenal too.
Yeah.
Not just like Oh, you fit this sounds so bad.
If
You
the
fit the height. No, they're actually great actors. Like,
if the Wizard of Oz can find that many people in the 30s and the 40s,
oh yeah, straight up.
but yeah,
But nah, not that's pretty much it, man. It's been pretty low key with Thanksgiving. Just
yeah.
nothing too crazy. How about you? Anything you've been up to besides Gladiator?
I picked up Rise of the Ronin.
Is that
It's on PlayStation.
okay? Is it only PlayStation?
I think so.
Okay, that's what I thought. Yeah, it looks
And
fun as crap
it is fun.
and hard.
It was made by Japanese people. Because there's way too much inventory management. There is way too many buttons to get to one thing. And it's the combat is a little weird, but other than that it's good. I could tell it was made by like a really Japanese studio by just like hold this button and this button to get to this thing and
Yeah,
to do that. And I'm like, whoa.
I think I'm gonna pick up Death Stranding soon.
You should. You should.
Yeah, I've been watching Conan O'Brien did another whole
Yeah.
thing. He's doing his gaming show stuff back again.
Yeah.
And I watched him like, man, this kind of looks good. Like it always has, and I just
Yeah.
have it.
Let's see. What else? Dune Prophecy.
God, dude, I still got to watch Dune 2. I suck.
Pretty good.
I need the time to commit. But yeah,
Yeah.
I've heard Prophecy's pretty tight.
Yeah. What else? Ooh, Skeleton Crew. Surprised me. Very good.
Is that the little kid one?
Yes.
Okay.
But
got it.
it's like Star Wars but pirates.
Well, the thing I heard is it's Star Wars with Goonies, which I'm going to tell
It's
you.
Star Wars with Goonies and there's also pirates.
Yeah.
And
Goonies is on Max, so if you need an excuse to watch it finally, just
I do need to watch it
I'm threatening with
because I've
hex
never
keys.
seen it. What
So
else?
good.
What else? I think that's it. Yeah. So this might be the last one of the year. I don't know. Because we're getting down to the wire for Christmas.
Yeah, we are. I'll record one by myself. Everyone will love it, and we'll get canceled forever.
So I guess we'll probably see you in the new year. Because I have a break from work that I'm looking forward to.
Lucky.
Yeah. And
Lucky.
it's always good to take a break.
Yeah,
From
I agree.
Stuff and this sometimes.
I agree. Yeah,
So-
a little fresh air.
We'll probably see you in the new year. That's RoboCop 2014. I guess we didn't really wrap up on that, but
That's RoboCop 2024.
2028. If you have a suggestion for a movie we should do in the future, you can send that to secondtakemoviespod@gmail.com. You can follow us on Instagram. You can subscribe to the podcast on Spotify, YouTube, and anywhere else you get your stuff from. I think it shotguns it everywhere. So,
Big old spray.
Jake, do you have any final words for the people?
You can't always filter yourself in real life, so count to 10 and then talk.
That's true. That's
Yeah.
true. So we'll see you in 2025.